Okay, now we're back for part 2, and we've got a few more problems to do here. Directions. Calculate the areas of the following rectangles. Well, area of a rectangle is length times width. So for number 14, here's my length, here's my width. It doesn't matter which one is L and which one is W, it's up to you. Area equals 3x raised to the 4th times 9x to the 13th. And when we multiply the coefficients. 3 times 9 is 27. When we multiply variables, we keep the base. We add the exponents. 4 plus 13 is 17. And that is the area. Number 15, a little bit longer, but it doesn't change the process. Here's length, here's width. Area equals 12x squared y to the 3rd z to the 4th times 2x to the 3rd z to the 5th. All right, so when we multiply the coefficients. 12 times 2 is 24. X squared times x to the 3rd. Add the exponents, x to the 5th. Okay, then we have y. Now there's only one y value, one y term, so that just stays y to the 3rd. Now z to the 4th times z to the 5th. When we multiply variables, keep the base, add the exponents. 4 plus 5 is 9. So we have 24x to the 5th, y to the 3rd, z to the 9th. Number 16. The length and the width actually have a couple of things that are multiplying here. What we can do, if you want to, we can simplify this first. X to the 7th times x to the negative 3rd. When you add those exponents, you get x to the 4th. 7 plus negative 3 is 4. Negative 2 plus 10 is y to the 8th. And then over here, let me put the ones in. X to the 4th times x to the 1st is x to the 5th. Y to the 1st times y to the 3rd. Keep the base, add the exponents, y to the 4th. So area is the length times the width. And again, keep the base. So for x, 4 plus 5 is 9. And then for the y's, keep the base. 8 plus 4 is 12. And I know I'm going through this quickly, so I recommend that you stop the video. You go ahead and work the problems here and see if you get the same answer that I do. Now for the last 3, these are rectangular prisms. Calculate the volumes of the following rectangular solids. Volume is length times width times height. This would be the length, this would be the width, and this would be the height. So the first one, this is actually a cube, because these are all the same, even though they don't look the same. So 4x squared times 4x squared times 4x squared. Multiply the coefficients. Now this is 4 times 4 times 4. 4 times 4 is 16, times 4 is 64. And then x, keep the base. When we multiply variables, add the exponents. 2 plus 2 plus 2 is 6. So you need to be careful because we multiply coefficients. We're multiplying the 4's, but we are adding the exponents. Number 18, a to the 6th, b to the 1st times 2a to the 2nd, b to the 4th times negative 3a to the 9th, b to the 6th. And this is a 1 in front of a to the 6th, b to the 1st. So let's do the coefficients first. 1 times 2 is 2. 2 times negative 3 is negative 6. All right, then we have the a's. A to the 6th times a to the 2nd times a to the 9th. Keep the base. Add these up. A to the 17th. And then we have b to the 1st times b to the 4th times b to the 6th. Keep the base b. 1 plus 4 plus 6 is 11. That is the volume of that solid. And the last one here. Now, one thing, and again, you can do this, I keep saying this, if you want to, you could really solve the problem just from the picture. If we know we're going to multiply all these, so for the m's, m to the negative 5, m to the 12th, keep the base, negative 5 plus 12, add the exponents, that's 7. And then we have n to the negative 3, n to the 17, n to the 7. Negative 3 plus 17 is 14. 14 plus 7 is 21. N to the 21. And then we have p to the 4th, and that is p to the 1st. When we multiply p's, we keep the p, add 4 and 1, and we get p to the 5th. So the volume is m raised to the 7th, n raised to the 21st, p raised to the 5th, and that is the end of the notes.